Good morning everybody, it's a Saturday morning and it's coming up to salad time in Mallorca because the weather's getting really nice now, and something we really like to have with our salads is a quiche. So once again I've got my bureau book out and my recipe is for Quiche Lorraine. So that's what I'm going to make this morning. And something else very exciting is we've had a new machine. This is like some sort of a KitchenAid, but it's a cheaper version. So we're going to try this out this morning as well. First of all, we're going to make the pastry, and instead of me going to have to rub it in, this machine is going to do it for me, I hope. So I'm going to make a lot of pastry. I'm going to make this, and this is for our friend Barbara, so I might even have more, so we'll see. So I'm going to put 16 tablespoons of flour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably speed this up, 6, 7, 14, 15, 16. And if you've seen my videos before, you know that I don't really measure things. Probably something I got from my mum. So, 16 sieved spoons of flour. I'm going to leave the flour here because I might need it again. And then 200 grams of butter. This butter here I found in, I think it's from Lidl. 250 grams here, I need 200, so I'm going to cut it up into little squares. I've had this out overnight. I'm not going to use it all, but it's about 200, isn't it? So it'll be magic if this all mixes together. We shall see, won't we? Butter in it goes. Now I'm going to wash my hands because they're a bit sticky. So let's see what the machine will do with this. Put it on here. All exciting here. So just put this down. Thank you, my cameraman. And see what happens. Do you know how to turn it on? Very pleased how that's mixed, looks really good, saved me getting my fingers all messy. So now is the time to add the water to make the dough. It says 2 tablespoons of cold water, so we'll try that first. 1, I'm sure it won't be enough actually. In fact, I've done double the amount, so I'm going to do 2. 3. 4. Let's see what that does. So the way I will do this now is by feel. Get this off. In here. It's all sticking together really nicely. Oh yes, it's really nice. So, what lovely pastry that is. And a nice clean bowl as well. So here's my nice pastry, and the next job is to put it in the flan dishes. So I've got my rolling pin. Try and keep it together as you roll it out. It is a little bit breaking up as well. Keep sticking it all together. Just like playing with Luna's Play-Doh. So still rolling it out, trying to keep it as round as I can and as together as I can. This on here, neatly I would say. You don't want it to be too thick. Oops. So that would do. So the way I put it in the flan dish is press it down. Hopefully I'll have enough to do this little one with the leftovers. And this is just short crust pastry here. I haven't put anything sweet in it because obviously it's not sweet, but if I was doing a lemon pie then I'd do the sweet one. So I need a knife to cut it off. See, plenty of pastry left for another one. Any little bit you just stick them in. And nobody knows any different. Nice little bit of pastry, quite a lot left there actually. And because I always go around it with a fork like this. I suppose because my mum did. My mum used to make a lot of pastry, especially lemon pies, not quiches really. But we love quiches, so there, and then I think we need to put the bottom of it as well. So there's the pastry for the quiche. So the pastry is all done for the Quiche Lorraine now, and now the next job is to make the filling. And the filling is going to be bacon, eggs and cheese and milk. So the first thing we're going to do is we have this lovely bacon here. The bacon here that you get in Mallorca is always very streaky bacon, but it's obviously nicer. And the way I cut it up is to use scissors. I'm going to cut it up and fry it. I've found that if you cut more than a lot of slices together then it all sticks, so I think I'd rather do it a few slices at a time. I know it's a bit more time consuming, but it saves having to separate it all. Bacon all ready here to be cut, to be cooked. There we go. So carrying on with the filling now, we've got the bacon done here, looking very nice, very, very tasty. Delicious. We're going to measure the milk now, and I am actually doing about double the recipe So I'm going to use 300 millilitres of milk. Or 300 and a bit. There we are. And then we're going to put everything in here to mix it together and then pour it into the flan base. So I've got 4 eggs, which I'm going to crack, I hope. 1. 2. And if you've seen some of my other videos, I'm not very good with eggs, especially when separating them. So fortunately I don't have to separate these. 3. 4. And no shell, that's well done. A beat, I'm going to give these a beat, a little whisk now. I suppose I could have done this in my machine as well. I don't need whisking too much. And I will add the milk to that. So here we have the eggs and the milk, which I suppose is like a custard. And I'm going to add cheddar cheese, grated already, 150 grams. Mix that in. Oh, I'm going to save a little bit for the top as well. I'm just going to make it look a bit nice on the top with a bit more cheese and also a tomato. Mix that in. I'm going to add the bacon to that. I put it on the kitchen towel just to get rid of some of the fat from it. Nicely mixed in. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. The bacon does make it quite salty anyway. A bit of pepper. That's enough pepper, isn't it? So here's the topping for the quiche, and I'm just going to pour it in. Actually, it's rather a lot. A little bit in there. I'll use a spoon for this bit as well. So now I'm just going to put a bit of this cheese on the top. Except it's all falling in, but never mind. So that one. And I think I'm going to cook it for a bit, and when it starts to go hard, I'll put the tomato on, otherwise the tomato will just sink in now. And the next little bit is to put it in the oven. It's going to go in for 40 minutes. So it has been on, warming us up in the kitchen as well, and it's on 190. So in we go. It's a bit runny at the moment, but hopefully it will go nice and solid. And this little one for Barbara. And I think I'm going to set it for about 20 minutes and then put the tomato on. Alexa, set timer for 20 minutes. The quiche has been cooking nicely in the oven for about 25 minutes, and now I'm going to add some tomato, which I've cut up as you can see, just to make it look nice. And it's a little bit firmer than it was, so hopefully the tomato will stay on the top. suppose you can put whatever you like on the top. Put some pepper on the top, maybe, if you want to, red pepper. There's my decoration. Now I'm going to put it back in the oven for another about 20 minutes as well. Well, I've got a big smile on my face because I am so happy with my new machine. It's lovely. My best friend besides Mr. Bagley. Really done really well, my machine has. So I've even made 2 banana breads as well. This one's for our friend Barbara and John, because it's their birthdays. And this one's for my friend Mr. Bagley, if he's good. So let's have a look at this quiche. Oh, what do you think? And the way that I test to see if it's done is my little kebab stick. Just stick it in and it comes out nicely. So there's our lunch, and you can see it on the plate soon with some salad. Thank you for watching, and please let me know when you have a go. So we all know the proof of the pudding, or in this case the quiche, is in the eating. So there's Mr. Bagley's lunch there. Bon profit.
Well, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, and my plate's clean. It was absolutely delicious. Well done, darling. You can make another one.
Thank you, darling.